Okay, I think we are live. Not 100% sure. Let me know if this microphone is coming in clear. I'm going to jump over here. I actually got it running on Facebook today. Ha! Check that out. I got it running on Facebook. So let me go in here and see exactly how I can get this thing unlocked. Hold up for a second. Let me go in here. Oh, it won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. Hold up for a second. Hold up for a second. Let me. Okay, I'm trying to get it to go on Facebook right now. I can actually hear it, so that's good. It says I'm live, but it won't let me open it. Let me see, edit live video. Let's see if I can edit the live video. I'm just trying something new right now because they changed a few things on Facebook. That's why I stopped going live on Facebook. They started changing things over. Yeah, see, they won't let me. Dang it, they won't let me open it up. Let me see, edit post. Let's see. Only me. Yep, they won't let me open it up. Dang it, I can't stand it. So I guess Facebook, and somebody told me that what Facebook is doing is they're blocking YouTube live streams from going live as they're going live. So what's up, Michelle? Yeah, so they're blocking my live streams from going live on Facebook, but it's allowing it to post on Facebook when I'm done being live. So I don't get it, whatever. But I made a promise to all you guys that I was going to start going live at least 2 hours a day. And I wanted to do it once in the morning for my East Coast people, later at night for my West Coast people. Because we stay up late over here on this side of the earth, man. We be kicking and we kick it. So I wanted to make sure that I was allowing my East Coast folks to come into the chat, experience some of the barbecue energy, get it going, and you guys get me during the daytime, during your 9 to 5. So that's pretty cool right there. So hopefully you're in a break room, cracking up, laughing right now, eating somebody's sandwich, take a bite out of it, put it back in there. But I've been up this morning. It is now 7:34 right here in the capital city, Phoenix. Well, Phoenix is not the capital. To me, it's the capital. It's capital city, Phoenix. And I got up this morning, ate breakfast, cleaned the yard, and I said, let me get this live stream going today. Let me get this thing cracking. So I got it out here. Since many people use Restream to co-stream on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, yet for some reason, it won't allow me to do it. It's linked to my Facebook right now, but it's only me. Only I can see it on Facebook. I can't open it up so other people on Facebook can see it. And I think they started doing that because they don't want people going live on YouTube and then saying, okay, I want to put this on my Facebook. Because it says I've been live for 2 minutes. I've been live for 2 minutes, but I can't see it. I mean, it won't let me open it or anything. I could see it on Facebook, but yeah, this is kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can go through this thing again and hit edit live video to see if I can open it up to show everybody. Nope, it won't allow me to do it. It won't allow me to open it up. Post details. Let's see if I can post details. Nope, it won't allow me to open it up. I'm the only one that can see it on Facebook. This is crazy. So I guess they won't allow me to do anything with that on Facebook. They're messing with, and it's not allowing any comments or anything either. So yeah. So I won't do it on Facebook no more. I was just trying to see what would happen to see if it actually like allowed me to open it up. Let me see distribution. Nope. Settings. Let me go in settings real quick. Stream settings. Nope. It won't let me. Viewer. Nope. It won't allow me to do anything. Dashboard. Wow, this is crazy. So I guess that's Facebook for you right there. It won't allow you to do it. I don't know. I tried, y'all. I tried. It's saying only me. There we go. Whatever. I'm going to shut that down. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Say, we're ready to eat early in the morning. Come on, let's do it. What's up, folk tales? And see, this is the thing. I want to do this for the East Coast people because we get up early over here. But a lot of us, As soon as we wake up, we hitting the road running. We're not really. Oh, it's the same thing, Jeff. Watch. You're not going to see it because it's only showing me. So it says only me on Facebook. It won't allow nobody else to see it. And it's got the padlock on top of it, so nobody can even see it. And most of my Facebook stuff anyways, I'm not really on Facebook that much. I just wanted to see if it worked. But I'm not on. So I got probably 300 people trying to add me on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. So I don't even add those people. I only got like 600 people on Facebook because I'm never on it. And people like, how come you don't? I post on Instagram like pictures and stuff like that, and it trickles over to my Facebook, but I'm rarely on Facebook itself. I used to do Facebook a lot back in the day, but after COVID, I just kind of dropped off. I haven't really done it over there too much. Yeah, so I'm retired, so I watched the 3-hour replay from last night. Oh yeah, last night we were having a good time. We were having fun. Like a lot of people that don't get to experience the live streams, they don't understand how much fun we actually have. We kick it on these live streams. We be cracking up on these live streams. But yeah, okay, let me go inside of here. All right, I'll see how everything's going. All right, bet. I'm just going through making sure everything's set. Let me see, I got my mic settings right. Echo cancellation, reduce background noises, mic volume. Let me see something. Is this better for the microphone? Is this too loud for everybody? Because I'm trying to adjust my mic volume right now. I don't know if it's like too loud, not enough. Reduce the background noise, echo cancellation. I don't know. This, like I said, StreamYard, it just sounds funny. It sounds funny. Oh, you saw that part about the repurposing of old videos. Because I tell everybody, a video is never really done. Once you put it on the YouTube platform, it's not done yet. You've got to learn how to get that thing into the algorithm. That's all it is. And I mean, I've taken a lot of my older videos and I've brought them back to life. They'll have like no views, 3 views or something like that. Bring it back to life. It'll get 200-300 views the next day. But it's all about you working with that algorithm. You can't rely on YouTube to do all the work. You're not paying YouTube engineers to work for you. They're getting money from advertisers, stuff like that. So what you've got to do is you've got to work. If you work, you become your own employee. So you're doing all your own analytics. You're doing your own, marketing, putting it into the algorithm, stuff like that. You're not relying on YouTube to do it. So it just takes a lot. You got to be up late at night doing it and stuff like that. Oh yeah, StreamYard, man, it's going downhill. I got this thing actually plugged directly into my router because it was dragging so bad when I was using the regular Wi-Fi. It was dragging bad. So I was like, you know what? Let me just plug it straight in. It seems to be operating a lot fine. I don't see any I can move because I used to move like this and it used to freeze up. Like my hands would be stuck like this. Then it would go. So I just started to plug directly in. Seems to be doing better. I don't know. So yes, but this morning I just wanted to make sure everybody's, doing okay and well. We have, crazy fun at night. And I know in the daytime we can't be laughing, cracking up in the office. So we're going to do something easier today. We're going to have a great conversation about relationships. Conversation about, when you wake up in the morning, you're leaving the house, you and your spouse, you're happy. If you got any beef or issues, make sure you end that beef before you leave the house because things happen. You don't want to leave the house mad, get into a car wreck, and next thing you know, you can't tell that person that, you was over it anyway. So I'm one of those people that I hate to leave the house mad in the morning. When I used to be in relationships, I would be like, you know what? At least if you don't want to squash the beef with me, then that's cool. I'm gonna go to work and have a good day anyways. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna eat me a brownie on the way to work. Give me some Starbucks or something like that. I'm gonna have a great day. So if you want to carry a grudge, knock yourself out. I can't control that. No. Jan, you're funny. She said, I watched Dante's latest video. Someone said, I'm unsubscribing and going to the barbecue. That's funny. And you know what's so funny about that, Jan? There's other content creators who are actually against Dante or upset at me. And I don't know why they're upset at me. It's a few of them out there that are like that. There's a few creators out there that are against Dante, but they're pissed off at me because my videos are showing up in Dante's algorithm all the time. And it's funny because I've seen 2 or 3 of their videos and I'm just laughing at them. I'm like, I think that's funny. Because everyone's like, I'm going to the barbecue. At least I can't stand him, but at least he's funny. It's funny. That is hilarious, man. I'm telling you, Michelle, that is funny. People, they telling him right to his face, we're going to the barbecue. We're out of here. He's got to do better content. He's just got to do better content. And like I said, man, and I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it seem like and honestly, he was saying in one of his videos, because I was watching on Trey Watts TV, something about he can't believe he's married. I can't believe I'm married with a whole wife. Like, this is what he's talking about on his videos. I can't believe I'm married with a whole wife. It's like, you don't think your husband material? Is that why? I mean, you've been married for how long now? About a year, and you still can't believe you got a whole wife? It's like, that's your content right now? And she's not even, you guys aren't even working on anything as like a married couple. You're still working on your YouTube dreams, your dreams to be famous, your dreams to be rich. They're not even working on like marriage stuff. They don't even have conversation about relationships or marriages because they know what they got is so facade and so phony. They don't even talk about it. They're together and they got this fake support for each other. But it's all for content. They got this, yeah, you support me and I need somebody who's going to support me and push me and this and that. You don't even feel the love between these two. It's like a business transaction and it's all for content. And that's why I think, at the barbecue, just speaking about adult relationships, how we meet people, when we're out in the pub, like I could be out grocery shopping. Like the other day, I'm out grocery shopping. Nice lady walks past me. I say hi, she says hi, this and that. It's nothing crazy at our age. If we run into each other again, I mean, we smile. It was pretty cool. Guarantee we'll probably say, hey, you know what? I saw you here last time, and you have a conversation with people like that. That's how real adult relationships work. You want to chat with people, get to know who they are before you introduce them into your life, because these two, they moved in together within 2 weeks of meeting each other. Met each other on Facebook, moved in together within 2 weeks, and then they're married all of a sudden. And her dad was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. This is crazy. I don't want nothing to do with it. Because that's not a true adult mature relationship. It's like they're forcing it for the camera. They're forcing it for content. There's nothing about her he likes. And it's funny because what does she say about what she loved about him? I love how you think so far into the future, how your mind is so this and that, and how you blah. That's not marriage material. You can have a friend that thinks like that. You can have, a coworker that thinks like that. It's not marriage material. Marriage material is when you meet somebody and you're thinking about, this is my person. I can rock with this person forever. I noticed they were fighting almost every night when they first got together, to the point where she ended up moving out and going back home or whatever. They were arguing. Yeah, we argue a lot. You shouldn't be like that right off the bat. If you right off the bat arguing right off the bat, then you turn around and you get married to somebody. What up, Smurf Toe? I'm thinking, yeah, this is forced. It's too forced. Relationships, especially adult relationships, can be a lot easier. We've learned a lot at our point. We've learned a lot to where we know what we want to involve ourselves in and what we don't want to involve ourselves in. So for a lot of people at the barbecue, to be mature, to be old heads, to be, we're experienced enough to know better. To see other old heads following that's crazy to me. It's like, y'all can't even advise these people that they're doing all these missteps and doing all this. It's wasting time. All for content, doing it to try to be a YouTuber. You're wasting time trying to be a YouTuber, wasting time trying to be something you're not, instead of being a productive member of society, going out, getting a job, being a benefit. Playing games, just playing games. That's it. And over here, we talk about real life situations, buying houses, trying to get properties, and we're actually doing that in real time. We're like signing contracts like daily. We're signing contracts to get things moving and get there. We're not just sitting around in the car eating ice cream, daydreaming. Oh, we could win a Grammy if we really put our mind to it. We can go win a Grammy next year. No. I'm talking about, I'm going to pay my car off. This is how I'm going to do it. Yeah. Like I said, yesterday I was thinking, because everybody knows I've worked on my credit for a long time. My credit is the highest. I think I'm at a 786 or something crazy like that right now. The highest I was is 782. I think I can make it over 800 by the end of the year, but I'm not trying for that right now. But what I do as an adult is, as I'm looking at my credit, I have a lot of credit cards, like maybe 4 credit cards that have zero balances on it. But they've got like $15,000 limits, $20,000 limits, $8,000 limit, but I've never used them for nothing. And they send me offers all the time at 0% interest. So if anybody who knows how to use 0% interest, if you have a $15,000 credit card, 0% interest for the first 12 months, 0% interest, and you owe on a car, did you know you can now put your car, like my car is only at 4%, so it's not a whole lot. But if it was a high interest rate on my car, I can move my whole car loan over to a 0% balance credit card. Because if I only owe, let's say 10 grand on my car, and I said I could pay off 10 grand in a year, I would take the 10 grand, move it over to the $15,000 credit card, have 0% interest on that 10 grand I just moved over, and you pay it off within 12 months, as fast as you can. Those are the kind of moves that we really make. I look at all my zero balances and I'm like, what can I do with this? I don't have enough credit to really like push stuff anywhere. I bought, like when I did all my tires and wheels and everything, I did all that on credit and it's still at 0% interest. It's just like having cash. So it's at 0% interest. So I just pay, $200 a month. By the time I finish paying off, it'll be at 0. Those are the kind of moves we make in the adult world. We move money. We look at interest rates. We look at how can we get our credit, stuff like that. We don't sit around and they look at talking about going to American Idol. That's not what we do as adults. We don't sit around not working a job talking about we're going to go to American Idol. If I met a woman and she was like, I was like, hey, where do you work? Well, I don't really work. I'm trying to go to American Idol. That to me is a red flag right off the bat. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I'm not trying to get no job. I'm not trying to work. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. That's a red flag to me right there, because that's somebody who's not trapped in reality. It's okay to have a job. It's okay to have a job and to turn around and make money as you're trying to go for something that you aspire to be, whether it's being a doctor and be a business owner, whatever. You're holding a job at least to cover all your bills and your life expenses. You're not letting shit stack up saying, well, one day when I make it, I'll pay all that off. Meantime, you got bad credit. You can't get good interest rates on nothing because you're letting everything stack up thinking, well, if I ever make it, I'll just pay it off. If I ever hit the lottery, I'll just pay it off. If I ever hit a jackpot, I'll just pay it off. You can't bank your life on hitting the jackpot and paying off all your debts already. It don't work like that. Yeah, 5,000 roofing in the house in 4 days. That's what I'm talking about. You got to make moves out there. That's what we do. We make moves out there. We don't sit around daydreaming all day. So for adults of our age, for people who want to be somewhere in life, to sit on a channel and daydream all day, and these are the people out there who are talking about being involved in relationships with people, looking for a spouse or a mate. I'm not dealing with no daydreamer. I deal with real people. I'm not dealing with no daydreamer. It's cool to have dreams. Have dreams. You may dream that you may one day want something to pop off. Cool. But in the meantime, how are you paying that car note off? In the meantime, how are you, getting insurance for your health and your teeth and your eyes? How are you doing all that in the meantime? Because if you're not getting $5,000 every 4 days doing your own business, what are you doing to make money? These are things that adults need to know. Like, we're not children at the barbecue. We're not at the child table. We're at the adult table. So we make adult moves. We got adult mentality. We do things way different. So it's like, man, remember to give the thumbs up to get more East Coasters in the algorithm. Thank you so much. Say no more excuses. Dante and Hannah are just wasting time on pure manipulation. The channel's a waste. You learn nothing. People on that channel, all they learn is what not to do in life. And these two goofies is laughing and smiling and singing and eating ice cream and daydreaming out. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get AdSense money. I'm like, that's not reality though. That's delusional. It's not even like a true life plan to say, we got a channel that gets us 6,000 views a day and we're going to make a living. 6,000 views a day. If you get $8 RPM, it's $48 a day. You're making $48 a day when we're making $100 an hour. $48 a day when we're making $40 an hour. $48 a day when we're making $25 to $50 an hour, and you're making $48 a whole day on a YouTube channel in AdSense money. $48 a whole day. And this is their dream, to live off of $48 a day. We're going to live off of 48 bucks a day. We're going to get on low income housing. We're going to get EBT. That's not a dream. That's a nightmare to me. That's spiraling out of control. That's going down. And you got people who are looking at this like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, bro. That's a good dream. And you see all these people on that channel, and I'm looking at them like, I just to think that people in this day and age still think like those people on that channel. It scares you when you start looking at being in relationships with people, because we talk about on other forums. I talk about people who get in relationships and why people are remaining single to this day is because it's scary to think that people have set the bar so low for themselves, and eventually you're going to have to link with that person. That person might want to get married or have kids or this and that. Like Dante, the bar is set low. He set the bar low for himself. Hannah, the bar is set low. She set the bar low for herself. If they end up never making it nowhere in life, to them it's okay because they set the bar low for themselves. They don't care about making it nowhere. They'd rather sit and sing songs and dance by dumpsters and eat ice cream and shit and think, look, people talking about us, we're important. I'm like, life is not about trying to be famous and trying to have people talking about you. That's not what life is about. Life is about having stability and security. Life is about waking up knowing you got enough gas in your cars to get places. You ain't gonna have a tow truck show up and take one because you ain't paid on it. You ain't gonna get evicted. That's what life is about. Not, hey, people are talking about us, we're doing amazing. Look, people can talk about you for doing dumb shit. So don't think just because people talking about you, you're doing amazing. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Why want to live and think like that? It makes zero sense. And you have people, like I said, it's scary to see that there's people in this world who are looking to be in a relationship and to link up with other people who are making it somewhere. Oh, I'm looking for a man. Oh, I'm looking for a woman. And you link with this person and you find out they're not really going, they're holding you back. And they're going to call you stuck up. They're going to call you sedity. All because you don't want to be with somebody at their caliber. You're like, I'm looking for somebody who's doing a little bit more with their life. That's all. You're a cute lady and everything. You're a great lady and all that. But I'm just looking for somebody who's doing a little bit more than sitting around all day trying to make, YouTube shorts and shit, but don't want to go get a job. I'm looking for something different. And I'm like, that's it. To me, it's crazy. It's crazy because I'm like, I don't want to be involved with somebody who's not willing to pull their weight, to do something in this world, to be a benefit, just to be a benefit. And if you're not trying to be a benefit to the world around us, you're looking for somebody to take care of you. You're looking to be on welfare. You're looking to, be with somebody who has money that can carry you and take care of you. In the meantime, you got folks out there really fighting for it, man. They're really fighting for a living. And I'll tell you, if you got to stay single, in order to keep your sanity, to keep your money, to keep your peace, you got to do what you got to do. Don't let nobody sit out there and tell you, oh, well, if you're not dating somebody, then nobody wants you. Well, nobody who's under me wants me, because I'm going to tell you right off the bat, be like, listen, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not meeting no girl on the bus stop. I'm not trying to meet a girl that's got, car problems where her car's in the shop all the time and she want to take one of my cars. I'm like, no, you ran your own shit into the ground. You ain't running one of mine into the ground. No, you don't know how to care for nothing. That's why your car's always in the shop. And it's just things like that. It scares people at this point to where we want to stay single. We don't want to link with nobody because we see all the problems out there, and we see it on social media. A lot of people post their problems on social media. People getting fired and shit. I'm like, they get fired and they still start trying to date people. How you gonna get fired? You get fired and then you gonna trying to date somebody. You need to be looking for another job. But they looking for somebody to move in with. Oh yeah, I lost my job. I'm trying to move in with somebody I meet or whatever on Facebook. Move in with somebody I meet on Craigslist. Nah, you don't want to be inheriting nobody's problems. You don't want to do that. What up, Manny? Oh yeah, I'm up early, man. Like I said, in the month of October, I said I'm going to do at least one live stream per day for every day in October. One live stream per day, sometimes two. It's going to be a busy month, but I'm ready to put the work in it, man. I'm ready to put the work in. Let's get it done. Let's do it. That's why I quit using Wi-Fi and I started hooking it up directly to the router, because I'm like, I need some speed. Let's make this work. So for all my guys out there, all my girls out there, everybody out there who's single, and you're waking up today and the only problems you got to worry about is your problems, be thankful, because there's somebody right now lying and tricking people to get them to take care of their problems. Be thankful you ain't got to deal with those people's problems. Be thankful every day you wake up, you make breakfast, you make yourself 2 sausage biscuits with eggs in your kitchen, you give your dog some of the food, you give your cat some of the food, whatever you're doing. Be thankful you don't have all these problems. Because like I said, I see relationships all over online. People having kids, lying who's the dad, then they find out who the real dad is. And I'm just like, this is crazy. This is nuts. And it's all because when we were young, we didn't have internet showing how much shit was out there. We didn't have the internet. Now we can see the trash. It's like they just brought the trash from under the rug to the top of the rug. So now you can see all the trash in everybody's relationships. And it makes you really sit back going, man, I'm glad I ain't got to deal with that. I'm glad I got to wake up with these text messages coming through my phone, talking, sideways, people talking trash to you. You ain't got to wake up with none of that in your phone. None of it. All because you're single. You got peace. You got peace. You already adopted one kid. Don't feel like taking care of a single mother's kids too. Exactly. And see, that's the good thing. What I like about people who have older kids, people who have like older teenagers and kids in their 20s already moved on with their life and everything. You don't really have to start over with that. And it's almost like, those are entire pods of people. Let's say you meet a lady and she's got a son that's 22 or a daughter that's 23 or something like that. And they have friends. And you can say, hey, if y'all want a job, talk to me. You can actually hire their kids to work for you because they're old enough now. Say, I'm going to use you guys for marketing. Here's my business cards. For every person that you guys can send me as a client, I'll give you a cut of the money. And these 20 or some years will be like, okay, because they out the house all the time any damn way. I'm like, if I meet a lady with kids, oh, trust me, her kids going to work for me. I ain't giving ass no allowance. They too old for allowance, but you can earn some money. You help me build what I'm doing, I'll kick you down with some money. If you don't want to help me build, totally cool. But don't ask me for shit, because I probably got somebody else's kids I'm giving money to because they're actually helping me do it. So it's like, I'm like that. I will not give lazy ass people money. I won't do it. Like, nah, if you help me, I'll help you back. But if you're just coming to me to get, nah, I'm not, Exactly, low IQ people, man. And like I said, we got to start changing the way we do things. We got a lot of people out there who are entitled. They feel entitled to our money. Since you with me, you got to take care of me and my kids. I tell you what, I'll hire you and your kids. How about that? Y'all ain't doing shit anyways. It's like, I'll hire you and your kids. You want to work for me? All right, bet. They preach is so thankful for creators like MicDrop snatching up our community to get some act right. I love he is motivated and inspiring everyone and not just trying to get in folks' pockets. Hey, I'm telling you, I tell folks like this, we are running business, Cassandras. We are all running some type of business. If you help me build my business, I would rather pay you being in my family than go out and hire somebody. Because now I got to pay for them. And if you're just doing nothing with your day, 8 hours, you just sitting around doing nothing, I could have paid you for them 8 hours. Because for them 8 hours, you're going to be, hey, Jeff, I'll work for you, man. Cool. This is what I need you to do for 8 hours. And when people are working because you start seeing some results from that work. But if you don't see no results from that work, you know what? Maybe you're not cut out for this, man. But if you start seeing clients coming through, you start seeing, you know what? I'm glad I hired you, man. And now this person is making money. Now this person over here is helping you make money. Now you got clients coming from this way, all because people are pitching in to help you build your business. And that's like I said, in the black community, it's bad, man. We don't ever want to help each other build businesses. We just want the hookup. How can you hook me up? How can you give me a discount? How can you, not make me pay full price instead of saying, what can I do to help you build your business? What can I do to help you build your business? You can help me by marketing and I can give you an affiliate commission. You can help me by doing this. You can help me with supplies. You can help me doing research. I'll pay you a commission. I'll give you something for it. If you help be a benefit to my business, I'll pay you for it. But if you don't help me, then that means I got to hire somebody else. So it means now I'm paying them. You can't come to me saying, hey, Jeff, can I borrow? You can't borrow nothing from me because I'm paying somebody else to do what you wouldn't do for me. So you can't borrow no money from me. I'm paying somebody who's a benefit to me. So it's like, if we all stick up for each other and support each other, build businesses together, everybody's taking care of everybody. You need money, you got it, because you helped me get 4 new clients last week. So of course you're getting a cut of that. You help me do this, you get a cut of that. Cool. And that's how we build. So like I said, if I meet a woman and she's got older kids, oh, I'm gonna ask, what are y'all doing? Oh, nothing, just sit around all day. I'm playing video games. I'm just, all right, y'all want a job? Y'all want to work for me? Doing what? I'm a mechanic. You go find people with busted up cars and shit like that. You send them to me, you get a cut. I'll give you a cut of my money. I won't upcharge people for it. I'll have an extra expense by paying you a commission for helping you find me cars to work on, because I can only do so much marketing for myself. If you help me, I drive people around in a black SUV. You bring me some clients, I'll give you a cut of that black SUV money because you helped me get that client. It's not my client. Okay, I could do that. But they're like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. You ain't got to do it. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to do it. Then in 2 weeks, they come up and they ask you, hey, is there any way you can loan me like $500? I'm like, you could have made $500 by now if you would have helped me. You could have had $500 in affiliate commissions. You could have had $500 in me giving you a cut of the money you helped me make. You could have made $500 by working with me. And now you're going to just walk up and ask me for $500 because I'm with your mom? Hell no. It's like, no. And so the girl will probably leave my ass. She'll probably, you ain't giving my kids no money. You ain't take care of my, I asked your kid to help me with my business. Your kid told me he don't want to do that. So I'm out here running my business, building myself up. And then he gets a cut of the money for doing nothing? No, fuck that. Nope, not happening. And I'm one of those people, man. I'm one of those people. If I had a lawn care business, hey, your kid can roll with me today. We're going to go out. We're going to do some palm trees, a couple of yards. We got 2 bushes. We got to do a plant thing. Oh, no, he don't want to work. He don't want to do that for a living. Well, what do you want to do? Well, he looking for a job. He don't want to do that. Okay, cool. No problem. I'll leave. I'll get all the work done. I'll make all the money. Now, when I get back home, hey, Jeff, can you loan me like $300? Because, you know, I need this for my car. I just need $300. I'm like, you could have worked with me all day. Why ain't you come to work with me all day? Oh, I don't want to do that. Now, I don't want to loan you no money either. It's like, shit. This shit works both ways. I don't want to loan you no money. I want to help you make money. So you meet somebody that's got kids, it could be a good thing. Kids could be a benefit because they could be like, you know what? I'll help you. They might help you so much. You might say, you know what? I got way too many clients. How about you start doing it? We help you get a truck with a trailer, with lawnmowers, with equipment, and you take that bank of clients from me. So you do that side of town. I'll stick with this side of town. And now you help somebody build their own business. Just by helping you, being an apprentice. We used to call that an apprentice back in the day. When you're an apprentice, you learn how to do things. What up, Gabe? And you teach somebody how to do what you do. You teach them all the right ways to do it. You teach them how to fix errors and issues. Okay, if you ever make this mistake, this is how you fix this mistake. If you make this mistake, this is how you fix this mistake. This is how you talk to clients. This is how you generate business. It's an apprentice program. So meeting somebody with kids, you could potentially have an apprentice sitting right, especially if they ain't doing shit anyways. That could be an apprentice right there. Son or daughter, it don't make a difference. Women cut grass just like men cut grass. That's an apprentice program. But you, like you said, you got a lot of people out here that don't want to work. They don't. So if I ever get with a woman and she's like, well, my kids, you know, they dad never put work ethic into them. They don't like to work. If you even try to tell them to take out the trash can, they throwing a fit. Me and that girl probably won't work out. So it's going to be a waste of my time to try to be with. That's what I'm saying. You got to vet people who you want to be with. Because you got a lot of people that don't want to work. You got a lot of Dantes out there. People that don't want to work. I don't like authority. I don't like being told what to do. I don't want to work. I don't want to date some girl who end up with a kid that's like Dante. I get with a girl and I'm like, your son is just like this dude Dante. Motherfucker don't want to work. Don't like authority. Sit around all day, pipe dreaming and shit. But trying to get money off of other people all the damn time. I can't mess with that. I can't mess with it. I'll be like, no, I'm cool. Why you? That's my son. I ain't got nothing to do with my son. Well, you raised him. It's like I raised my sons. You raised your daughters. You raised your sons. If you can't tell your kids, listen, I'm looking for a man, like a real man, not just a dude who likes the way I look and want to sleep with me on the weekend. I'm looking for a man to be a part of the family. Y'all got to be a part of a family that a man want to be involved with. Because if you ain't going to be like a family that a man wants to be involved with, I'm going to keep coming up with trash ass men that meet me at the bar, sleep with me for 3 weeks, and they move on to a woman they really want. I'm trying to get with a man and make him feel like this is home. This is what he can build on. A lot of people, they don't do that. You meet these cute ass women and you move on because they ain't raised their kids right. They can't cook. They look cute. They wear cute clothes and everything, but they ain't worth shit. They're a headache. It's a headache. So you better off just being single. Be like, you know what? I'm single. I ain't messing with that. I'm cool. I ain't messing with that. Dante walked around saying that authority is bad. I know, and that's the funny thing, Greg. He's saying authority is bad, but he's trying to get into movies and acting in theater. Don't he know those are all theater positions? Even the title, director. You're going to be working with directors. A director is an authority figure. Executive producers are authority figures. But he's saying, I don't like authority. You're not going to make it. You ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it. Nuh-uh. You ain't going to make it. No, it's always the cute ones, man. And that's what it is, man. I tell people, looks can only go so far. I cannot be stressed out over no cute ass girl. I can't be. When I wake up, if you ain't doing shit but being cute, you need to be with another man. Because I need a woman who's going to be involved in my day. Like way more than just putting on fucking makeup, taking 3 hours to put on makeup, putting on clothes. You've got to be involved in making this machine go. And I'm not going to be busting my ass all day making all this money just so you could spend it. Nah. You got to help me make it. You got to say, hey, Jeff, I got 4 clients for you today. Damn, girl, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm working, Jeff. I was out today. I got you 4 clients. I got this going. I got you some shirt orders coming in. I got you 2 cars. One dude transmission was going out. I gave him your card. I'm like, girl, shit, you out marketing for me. As long as we can make this money together, I'm your salesperson, Jeff. I'm your girl, but I'm your salesperson too. That's what's up. But if you just got a girl around spending all your money, shit, that's a hard life. Because you got to keep making money to keep up with her spending habits. That's a hard life. And I don't mind women spending money. If you help me make it, spend it. But if you ain't helping me make it, what am I doing? And that's why a lot of women like to meet a guy already with money. Because they don't want to help a guy make money. They want to meet a guy with it so they can spend what he's already got. They ain't got, all I got to do is be cute. I just got to show up, look cute, wave, say hi, give him a kiss every once in a while, have sex with him. Oh, I'm going to spend all his money. I'll be like, if you ain't help me make it, nah, you ain't spending shit around here. You didn't help me make this. So hopefully the woman I meet, if she's like that, she got her own money to spend. You got your own money to spend, I ain't got nothing to say. If you end up not making your rent, that ain't got shit to do with me. Jeff, I missed my damn house payment. Can you slide me like $2,100 and I'll just get, no, I ain't sliding you shit. It's like, if you can't afford that condo, I mean, you was living there before I met you. How did you get that far behind? I was partying with this other dude I met right before you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were. It's like, I'm out. I'm good. I'm like, you gotta, like I said, you gotta vet people, man. This is 2025. You've gotta vet people in relationships. You can't just arbitrarily meet people. See somebody cute. Somebody say, hey, I'm interested in talking to you. Let me get your phone number. You don't know that person. You might be inheriting a problem that somebody else just got rid of. It's like, nah, I'm cool. Nuh-uh. See, that's that one with Kevin Samuels. Where my 6-figure man at? I hope you don't misunderstand my message. Yeah, exactly. And that's them women. I want a man making 6 figures. It's like, I want a woman that can afford her lifestyle. I don't care how much money you make. If you make $30,000 and you got a $30,000 lifestyle, then you good. I mean, you balancing your budget. You good. You don't need no 6 figures. If you make $50,000 and you live a $50,000 lifestyle, you good. Because you got a balanced budget, accounting standpoint. But if you making $50,000 a year, living a $65,000 a year lifestyle, you $15,000 in a hole every single year. Your balance, you living above your mean. Your budget ain't balanced. So where's that extra 15 coming from? Me. Because I'm your new man. And guess what? I got to cover what you can't cover. You making 50 grand a year, living a $65,000 a year lifestyle. Now I got to go in my pocket 15 grand a year just to make sure you living right. And maybe I'm living a $75,000 a year lifestyle, but I'm making $75,000 a year. But now I'm living a $60,000 a year lifestyle because I got to give you 15 off the top. So I'm making 75, but I'm living a 60 because you live in a 50, living a 65. So now I got to take 15 out of my pocket to put in your pocket just to balance the budget. It's a bad situation to be in. Bad situation, man. Bad situation. You can't do it. You're not going to make it that far. Because if you look at the number one reasons for divorce, it's finance. It's money. So if the number one reason for divorce is money, and you meet somebody already who got bad credit and money problems, that's a problem for you. And especially if they already experienced and they of age, that's habit. They just bad credit is a habit. They can't keep putting it on there. Well, you know, I would have paid it off, but this person did this and this person did that. Say, well, it's under your name though. Yeah, I put it under my name because I thought this person was. Well, that was your first mistake. Is putting it under your name. Me, I don't co-sign for nobody. I've never had a co-signer for. No, if I got to do something on my credit, Shit, that's on my credit. If I got to do it on your credit, then it's going to be up under your name. But I'm not buying a car for nobody. Nah, not happening. Because if you stop paying on the car, guess what? Now I got to pay for it. Like shit. If I'm going to need you a video on the Honda Pilot, because my Pilot's pissing me off. These repairs ain't cheap. I'm trying to learn myself. Man, if I ever get a Honda Pilot to work on, I'll do it. I only do videos on what I work on, man. If I can find some other Honda Pilot, I'll drop some Honda Pilot videos. But I'm one of those people that I believe like this, man. If you are living above your means and you meet somebody, because I see a lot of women like that. There was a guy, he's Heck, I think his name's Heck, funny as hell. So he met this girl on this app, and the girl was talking about they never met in person, never talked. The first time they ever met, they ever talked on the internet. She's like, so you gonna give me money? And he was like, why am I gonna give you money? And she was like, because I want it. This is really what she said on his video, right on YouTube. Just met this girl online. You gonna give me money? Why? Because I want it. I'm like, who teaches these people like social skills? That's like me walking up, you gonna give me some coochie? Why? Because I want it. No, that's weird shit. It's like you don't just walk up to people and say that. That's not social skills. You might get it, but you know what? You got to talk for a couple of weeks. You got to come up with something. These people, the way that they're talking to each other, the way that they're acting with each other is not normal. It's not normal. And I'm sitting there listening to these girls talking and chatting. They're asking all the men questions. So they're asking all the men these questions, but they don't have anything to offer the man in return. That's not a good situation. What do you do for work? Oh, yeah, I do this, I do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I graduated. I got a bachelor's in this and that. Okay, cool. What do you do? Oh, well, I graduated high school. I was going to work for my aunt, but I couldn't. So, and then, I had a kid, and now, I'm in and out. I live with my mom now. I'm finna do this. Okay, so you asking me all of these questions, trying to see what level of man I'm on, and then you present yourself as a woman that's on this level, but you're telling me I'm not that high a level of a man yet because I can't afford your situation. Because you're trying to get out of your mom's house and you're trying to get somebody with money. Shit don't make sense. Let me move this over. So when I'm sitting there and I'm listening to all these videos of all these people meeting people, and y'all know me, we're in the direction where we're going to start doing content, talking about and discussing things like this because it's a lot of cautionary tales out there. I'm like, these women are pitching for these men because they see it on the internet. They're pitching for these men making $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year. But in the meantime, they're living with roommates and they're behind on rent and they're looking for somebody to help them cover that rent. And if you help me cover that rent, eventually I could just move in with you. No, bad deal. Some people have already made mistakes in their life and they're going to be a mistake for you the moment you link them in and say, well, you cute enough. You can call them, you cute enough. Cute don't pay shit. Cute ain't credit. Look at your credit score. Look at TransUnion. Look at Equifax. Does it say cute anywhere on that shit? No. It says 485 credit score. It says all these delinquent balances. It says horrible credit hit. It don't say cute nowhere on that whole credit report. That credit report is how you gonna go get a house, how you gonna get a car, how you gonna get business loans. That credit report is how you gonna get it. You can't walk in, well, I'm cute. Can you slide me a $150,000 business loan because I'm cute? They're gonna say your credit's horrible. You got a 485 credit score. Can't work with you. So once you at that point and you're of age and that's the road you chose to go down, a lot of people ain't gonna mess with you. That's why I say take time. And my credit wasn't always good. I took time to build my credit. I worked on myself. And I tell every man out there, if you are a man, the best thing you can do for yourself is not to go get some cute ass girl on your arm and show her to all your homeboys. That is not the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do for yourself is get your life together. Don't go out getting married. Don't go out having kids left and right. Get your life together as a man who has to provide one day when you find the right situation. Get your life together. What up from Greece? Cartel Music, what's good? Get your life together. And I'm big about that, man. I'm not gonna sit up there and involve myself in too much of situations to where I'm running myself thin. So when I do actually meet the person I'm looking for, I've been trying to impress the wrong people my whole life. I've been in nightclubs all the time. I done took vacations. I done did this. I done bought these cars. And all of a sudden, I finally meet a woman who I think I want to take a chance with. But she's like, well, what's your credit score? Oh, 501. Because, you know, I did. How's your money looking? Well, I got about $1,000 to my name right now. How's your cars looking? Well, 3 of them broke down and 1 of them on the way to break down. You're not prepared. You didn't prepare yourself. You didn't wake up. What up, Aaron? I can't stand this camera. I don't know what this camera's doing today. But you, as a man, you've got to prepare yourself for the potential of you meeting somebody that's on your level that you're looking for. Best thing you can do. Go to the gym. Work on yourself. If you're not a member of the gym, wake up every day. Do 100 push-ups. Try to do 100 sit-ups. It might take you an hour. But that's like being in the gym for an hour. You're not going to do 100 push-ups in 5 minutes. It's not happening. You're not doing 100 sit-ups in 5 minutes. It's not happening. Lay you a towel on the floor. Lay you a blanket on the floor. Whatever you got to do, start hitting them push-ups. If you can only get 15 out the way, get 15 out the way. Turn over. Do sit-ups on the rest. So now you do your sit-ups now. Now you're doing your sit-ups. As soon as you do as many as you can do, flip right back over, do your push-ups. Because when your back is resting, when your chest is resting, work on your stomach. When your stomach is resting, work on your chest. And just do that every day. And don't say, well, I can't do sit-ups because I'm so busy. If you can't take care of your health, guess what? One day, your ass going to be sitting in the hospital sick as a dog, and the doctor going to be like, how come you just don't work out? How come you don't take walks? How come you don't do something to work on your health? You're not going to be a benefit to nobody if you're damn decrepit. It's like, here you are, you know, in your 30, 40, 50s. You're walking around decrepit trying to find a date somebody. Nobody want to date nobody already broken down. It's like, I don't want to inherit a car with a transmission problem. Like, no, I don't want a car. Just like you want to get with a person with all these problems. You don't want to do that. So you're going to work on yourself. The best thing you can do as a man, work on yourself. Because one day you are going to meet the woman that's going to appreciate you for being the man you are, living within your means. You got your health right. You can help inspire her. If she's got kids, help inspire her kids. Because I tell people, I was a guy who was raised by a stepdad. So I don't look at stepdads bad. It's just like having a coach. It's like having a teacher. It's like having a professor. A stepdad is just another male in this planet. So you want to make sure that male is an actual male figure that can help encourage your kids. And the stepdad I was raised by was the head maintenance man of an apartment complex, which is perfect because now in 2025, I climb on my own roof and I fish my HVACs because I saw him do it. So I fixed the own holes in the wall. I fixed my own concrete in the front. I do all my own work at my house because I was raised by a man who worked on apartments. I grew up to become a homeowner, and everything he ever showed me and taught me, I now do for myself to save myself money. So I was raised by a very handy man. And I become that. My hot water heater went out. I just took one out and replaced it. Why? Because I saw him do it a million times. I know it could be done. If he could do it, I could do it. I mean, I got an accounting degree. He didn't have a degree. He just showed me how to live life. He said, Jeff, you don't need a degree to live basic life. Just take it apart and put it back together. That's how it works. I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's like, shit. I hate when that thing messes up. Oh, yeah, so you guys need to be mentoring these young guys out there. And see, the thing is, Jan, this is what I'm going to tell you about the youth out here now. Young guys want to be know-it-alls. They want to be the ones that become legends before they even learn. Like my mommy's telling me, to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower. If you're not a good follower, you'll never know what it takes to be a follower. So how can eventually you become a leader? You can't just wake up one day and become a leader. You don't even know how to lead people because you've never known how to follow. So we have a bunch of youth out there who are horrible followers. They don't like authority. They don't like to follow instruction. They want to reinvent the wheel of not even knowing shit. They're a bunch of know-it-alls. Well, I'll just go to Google. I'll just do this. I'll do that. Cool. You leave them alone and you let them crash and burn. When they crash and burn, they go, well, nobody ever helped me. Nobody ever told me. Nobody tried to guide me. No, you just didn't want to listen. Get it right. You didn't want to listen. That's a big difference right there. So the youth, I don't know. Like people like me, I was raised by coaches. I was raised by men who actually were men. So to talk to the young men of these days, these motherfuckers, they punks. They young punks. You try to tell them, hey man, when you come, I'll wear the kind of clothes I want to wear. Well, when you show up here, dude, you should dress like this, dress like that. Because appearance is everything in what we're doing right now. If you walk in here dressed like this, people are going to automatically think like this. because the people that do that dress like that. If you walk in here with a nun outfit on, I'm going to think you're a nun. If you walk in here with a business suit on, I think you're here to do business. You walk in here dressed like a thug, I'm going to think you're here to do thug shit. It's just how it goes, man. You dress how you plan on impressing. If you walk in here and you say, hey, I want to come in and do business with you, and you got on a business suit, and you pull up in a clean car that actually you took care of and everything, I'm going to think this person apparently knows what they're doing. At least let's listen to them. Let's hear them out. You walking in with a dusty ass hoodie on with a dish rag on your head talking about something, I want to do business with you. I'm looking right past them, saying, nah, bro, we ain't really looking for no janitors right now. We're not. No, not janitors. I want to sign contracts with you and be like the head of one of your departments here. I'm gonna look at you like, bro, you got a hoodie on with a dusty ass dish rag on your head. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. It's like, no. Man, I hate that. What, Gabe said, hey, I just saw your Beamer video from yesterday. No way you're making me want one. Those music controls are dope. Yeah, man. And this is the funny thing, Gabe, about those BMW music controls. When I bought the car, I bought it from a Mercedes dealership, and Mercedes didn't even know because they didn't even tell me that. I figured it out. I was driving the car after I bought it, and I was like, what is that? Because I kept seeing the fingers on the screen doing this. So I did it like this, and the music started turning up. I was like, oh, shit. And then you can do like this and this. The music goes, and the M series, if you hold two fingers up and do like this, it pauses your music. It don't work in mine. I tried it. I can hear it trying. It'll go like, bloom, bloom, but the music keeps playing. It'll like, bloom, bloom. So whatever module I need, it won't pause it, but it goes bloom, goes to the next song, bloom, back, turn it up, turn it down. So when you're driving, you don't got to find the knob. You could be driving and you go like, turn this up some. All right. Talking on the phone, turn it down. Turn this down some. All right. What up, Michelle? So yeah, those Beamers are crazy, man. Those things. And I'm like, I want to take this radio out and put it in all my cars. I'm going to go to a junkyard, get the radio out of every BMW and put it in my Jeep, put it in my Expedition. I'm putting that radio everywhere. Shit's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to get up this morning and get everybody up and going, man. Yeah, Spade, you might want to get that X7. You get that BMW X7. That's pretty big. The X6, X7, those are massive trucks right there. Those are the big Beamers, man. Those are the $130,000 Beamers. The crazy. Mine is like 50. I was like, that's it. I can't do 130. That's an extra 80 grand I can't afford. I can't do that. Man. Yeah, but nah, I'll tell you, yeah, Michelle, we were just sitting there chatting about, what it takes to make it. These generations coming up under us, they have no idea what it's taking to make it. No idea. And they don't listen. A lot of them won't listen. And like I said, it's totally cool if they don't listen. I'm pretty much a 52-year-old, nicely isolated. I say nicely isolated because I'm only bothered by people if I want to be. I don't have to be bothered by nobody. I run my own companies. I deal with clients all the time, and I only have to deal with them for the time that they're with me. I don't got to go to their company, sit there. I don't have meetings for 3-4 hours with them. If it's a 20-minute ride, it's a 20-minute ride. If it's an hour ride, it's an hour ride. So I'm a very isolated person in my own peace. I can make breakfast, keep my schedule, very isolated. So I don't have to really rely on nobody's energy. I can come to the barbecue and we can have some fun. We can laugh and joke and everything at the barbecue. But when I get offline and I shut everything down, I only got to deal with the dogs. That's it. There's one sleeping right there. I was wondering where his ass was because I'm like, it's quiet around here. He's sleeping right there. That's why he followed my ass in here and went to sleep. Otherwise, he'd be out there like chasing the dogs around. But it's a very peaceful existence. I don't tell a lot of people where I live because nobody just stops at my house. I put notes on my front door, even for the post people. Do not ring my doorbell. Do not knock. Whatever you got, just sit that shit on the ground. Don't touch my door. Don't do it. Because I got dogs and they don't like that. They'll go nuts. So when you live a certain existence, you want to keep that. You want to keep that peace and enjoy it. Inviting other people into that peace, you've got to make sure that they're ready for that. Because a lot of people got chaos. You got people who want to fight their own family, fight people on the phone, arguing on the phones and shit all the time. My life couldn't take that. It couldn't take it. I'm way too easy going for that right now. I know we laugh a lot online and everything, but that's the thing about being online. We can laugh online, crack jokes online, have controversial shit online, but once we're offline and we're in our reality, it's quiet. Go grab you a coffee, sit back, kick back, start editing some videos, go outside, wash one of the cars, take off for a while. Like today, I think I'm gonna wash the Jeep because I don't have a client for the day. So I'm gonna wash the Jeep today, take the Jeep out for a little bit because the weather's better. But that's my choice. You know, I could just choose to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna wash my Jeep today and take off. I mean, if you woke up and you got this upset person, because I see a lot of posts out there and people wake up mad. They wake up upset, like right off the bat, they wake up mad. So I don't want to be one of those people that have to deal with somebody like that. If I want to wake up, wash my Jeep and just take the top off and drive around town, maybe stop, give me some breakfast or whatever, grocery shop on the way back, I could do that because it's my time. I could do that. But it's like, well, where are you going? What time you coming back? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do this for me? So how come you can't do that for yourself? It's like, I'm so self-sufficient. I'm so used to doing everything on my own. It's hard for me to even delegate what I got to do. If I got a flat tire, I'd rather fix it myself than delegate it, because to delegate it would take a couple of hours out of my day. To delegate it would means I got to call AAA, or I got to take the tire off, take it to a tire shop, sit in their lobby, wait till they can have time to fix it. If they fix it, they fix it. If they give me some lame ass excuse and want to sell me a tire, that's something totally different. Or I could just bag that shit up to my own garage and be done. I'm just self-sufficient. I'm very easygoing like that. I would rather throw a towel on the ground, get down there, plug the tire. I'm done. All right, cool. Next, let's move on to the next. Because once you start delegating duties to people and you start inviting people into your life, you're inviting people into your peace now. 7 minutes to deal with this car versus 2 hours taking the tire off, going to a shop, dealing with them, sitting in the front. Okay, man, that'll be $69. $69 to plug a tire? Yeah, you know, $69 because we use this type of plug. And man, I'm not paying that shit. I see videos all the time, people arguing and fighting inside of shops over what their shop bill is because they weren't told what the price was going to be until they go up to pay it. Now the person's like, wait a minute, this much? Hold up. You ain't got, that's disturbing your peace, man. You delegated the work to somebody. You just disturb your own peace. When I grocery shop, I do it on my own. If I got to wash my car, I don't go do a car wash. I just do it on my own. If I got to vacuum, I just do it on my own. You learn how to retain your peace is going to take a lot of work. It's not going to be easy, but you've got to be willing to work for that peace. You work for it. You earned it. You don't let nobody disturb it. You don't let people in, because once you let people in, you're not going to have to go based on their energy. And they may be on some shit today. Hey, can you do this? And have an attitude with you because you don't, nah, man, I don't feel like doing that right now, bro. I'm finna go over here and wash these things, man. I'm going to take care of this. Oh, man, you can't do that for me, man. No, I'm finna go make breakfast, dude. I just woke the fuck up like 20 minutes ago. I'm finna go make breakfast. Oh, man, I need to do it. Man, you can't be over here in like 20 minutes. You can't. Nope, can't do it, bro. I got to go eat breakfast first. Eat breakfast when you get back. Tell you what, I'm gonna go eat breakfast right now and you get that shit taken care of. How about that? Because that's how I am. It's like, I don't bother nobody. So I hate when people bother me. If I'm a very cut and dry person. I'm easygoing. If I say I can't do it, I can't do it. If I say I can, then I can, because I've always been like that. Okay, I could do it. Don't worry, I could do it. All right, cool. What time? I'll do it at 3. All right, cool. He'll do it at 3. Perfect. But if I say, man, I can't do it. Why not? Because I can't. I'm busy right now. Well, can't you just do that later? No, I'm gonna do this right now. Can't you just do that shit on your own? Like, what are you calling me for? It's like, don't bother me. And I've always, because you have to fight for your peace. You got to fight for it, because people are gonna always see how easygoing you are, how easy your life is, and they're gonna say, well, since his life is so easy, then he could help me, because they want some of that energy off of you. His life is so easy, he could just help me. He's making money, so he could just loan me some. He's got a few cars, he could just loan me one. Nah, because you worked hard to get to this point. Don't fuck it up. Just don't fuck it up. You work hard to get this far. Oh yeah, I always change, man. And the funny thing is, I've been changing oil in my cars since 2000 and like maybe 4. Since about, even before that, but 2004 is when I bought this Mercedes back in 04. My son was 2. I bought this Mercedes. I took it to a Mercedes dealership. It was like $140. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I took that shit home, changed the oil in that Mercedes. No problem whatsoever. Had that thing for 7 years, no problem. They was like, oh yeah, to change the oil in Mercedes is you got to do this, this, and this, and this, and this. Man, I had that car for 7 years. I ain't never had a problem with it. Same thing with my Beamers, all my trucks, everything. I be on my videos on YouTube. We be talking about the work I'm doing in my cars. Everybody, well, you shouldn't do that. You should do this, and you shouldn't do that. You should do this. I'm like, bro, I've never had a car problem. These are all maintenance. This is not repairs. This is maintenance. I've had these cars for years, maintain them. They've never broken down. You're dealing with cars that keep breaking down. Why are your cars keep breaking? Because you're doing it your way, and your cars are always breaking down. I'm just maintaining mine. They've never broken down. And people can't even see that difference. And it's like short bus shit. Would you talk to somebody who cars keep breaking down all the time, or would you talk to somebody who's only doing routine maintenance on it? Routine maintenance. That's what it is. Routine maintenance. I'm not gonna talk to somebody whose shit keeps breaking down. Yeah, I built that patio. Yep. I got videos of that too on my channel, welding and building all that shit. But it's like if you sit there and you deal with somebody whose cars keep breaking down all the time, but they're trying to tell you how to fix your car. It's like, dude, I'm maintaining mine. 5-6 years having the same, like my 2005 Escalade. Truck's never broke down. 2005, it's on the side of my house right now. That car is 20 years old, 2 decades old, and that car has never broke down. The transmission went out and it got stuck in like first gear. I dropped the transmission, rebuilt that. Car's been fine ever since. And I knew the transmission was going out because when I bought it, it would go from first to second gear. There was a lag. From the moment I bought that car, it had a lag. I was like, something's wrong with this transmission. It's like a lag going to first to second. You got to take your foot off the gas a little bit for it to engage. So I knew it was something. Finally, it went out. I swapped it. It's been fine ever since. Maintenance. Truck's never overheated, never broke down. None of my cars have ever been on a tow truck. I've been driving cars since, trying to think, when has my car ever been on a tow truck? I've been driving since I was 15 years old. Oh, it's coffee in there. I don't drink tea. So it's like, maybe, I don't know. I can't even think of the time any of my cars have ever been on a tow truck. And I've been driving since I was 15 years old. And all I do is maintain my cars. That's it. I just maintain them. So I maintain my cars to the point where I never used a tow truck service. I can't even think of a time when I've used a tow truck service. I've always maintained my cars, but there's people whose cars are always breaking down trying to give me advice all the time. And I'm like, this shit's funny. It's like, bro, how many cars have you had that have broken down? And he'll probably, every single one of them. Now ask me how many of my cars have broken down. I've been driving since I was 15. Not a single car I've owned have ever broken down. My 4.1 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, the white one, blew up on the highway, but it had the 4.1 engine, not the 4.5 engine. So when I was by Boulder Station, the engine blew right going down the highway. Engine blew, rod shot through the bottom, oil everywhere, car caught on fire, then it just died real quick. The only car I ever had where the engine blew. That was it. 4.1 engine on a 88 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. And everybody will tell you the 4.1s are pieces of shit. Get a 4.5. I bought a 4.1. Other than that, none of my cars have ever had a problem. None of them have ever had a problem. So I'm like, I'm one of those people, man. I know they're trying to be helpful, but it's like, I tell them, it's like, before you start trying to help people, make sure you know who you're helping. Because I would never try to tell a heart surgeon some shit because I'm sitting there talking to the doctor and then I find out he's a heart surgeon. I'm like, oh shit, I'm an accountant trying to give a heart surgeon advice about heart surgery. What the fuck? That's the dumbest shit ever. No, first you find out who you're talking to before you start trying to give advice. It's like trying to give an accountant tax advice and I'm a tax accountant. It's like, hold up for a second. How can you give me advice? Oh, yeah, I didn't know you was a tax accountant. Well, you should probably make sure you know who you're talking to first. So it's like, I drop videos and all my videos on my channel, I show everything. I don't really talk a lot on my videos about life. I just show exactly what I'm working on, how I do it. And people always got some sideways shit to say. And I'll be like, how many broken down cars have you ever owned in your life? How many times have you been on a tow truck in your life? How many cars have you had that just like went sideways? Because if you ask me, I'll tell you the Sedan DeVille. That was it. My Sedan DeVille was it. I've owned probably about 20 cars, 9 motorcycles. None of them ever been on tow trucks. They always make it home because you got to know what you're doing. When you maintain a car, know what you're doing. And that's just me just being real with people. I don't got to lie. I'm real. I'm a different mechanic. Even when they said the shit that I do to my Jeep wasn't going to work. That's not going to work, Jeff. It's not going to work. The Jeep's been running fine ever since. So I don't know what you mean. It's like Jeep's been running fine ever since. The Expedition, because I wanted to do some work with it. I want to do some upgraded work. That's all. The Expedition was, I didn't have enough space in none of my vehicles for the upgraded work I wanted to do, so I just bought the Expedition. And I mean, I was looking at other black trucks too. I was looking at like an MDX. I was looking at an Atlas. I was looking at Tahoes and stuff like that. Expedition it was the better engine. It was the 3.5 twin turbo, just a better engine. I just wasn't ready to go mess with no GM right now. I got a GM, but that's a 05 GM. The newer GMs are nothing like the 05s. The 05 is, you never get rid of it. That truck is 2 decades old, 224,000 miles on it. I can walk outside right. It's got a flat tire in the front because I want to swap my tires out because I think that one's got like a slow leak in it or something. But I can fire that thing up right now. And people wonder, well, why don't you just fix the flat tire? I'm like, well, if it's a flat tire, nobody's going to steal it. Who's going to steal a car with a flat tire on it? If I had all the tires looking nice and I had the Escalade looking clean and I don't even drive that Escalade, somebody will steal it. So I just make it look like shit. I make it dirty and I just the tires flat. So people look at it and say, oh, that car must be broken down. So they won't steal it. It's like, it's got a built-in alarm. What's the alarm? Just flatten the tire. That's it. You flatten the tire, nobody's going to drive off they want to steal a car that all the tires are nice. They want to steal a car that looks like it's been driven. They don't want to steal a car on the side of the damn house that looks all dusty. They don't want to steal that. They want one of the cars in the front. But what they don't know is that my best car is the one that's sitting on the flat. That's why it's on the flat. Ain't nobody stealing that. It's like, man. Oh, yeah, some of these new cars don't come with spare tires. I know my Beamer got a spare tire in the trunk. It's little as hell. It's going to look funny on that because I got some super wide tires on my Beamer. I got race tires on that Beamer. If I put the spare on that Beamer, man, I'm not even going to drive it. There's no way in hell I would drive that car with a spare tire. I need to get online today and order new rims. That's what I need to do. Because if I ever get a point where I need to put a spare on that car, I'm not doing it. My Beamer will not look right with a spare on it. I can't do it. Can't do it. But no, man. We're a good hour into the live stream, and I appreciate that, man. You guys have been fun this morning. Like I said, I'm going to do a couple of live streams a day. Last night's live stream was almost 3 hours. I was supposed to go an hour, went almost 3. It's now 8:30 right now. Where's my phone at? I don't know where my phone was in the other room. I must have left it somewhere because I don't see it around here. Did my dog take my phone? My dog took my phone to go make phone calls. But anyways, I got stuff I got to do this morning, but I wanted to make sure I lived up to my promise, and I got on a live stream this morning. You guys were great. We'll be on a live stream again later on. I don't know if I'm going to drop a video this morning or not. I dropped 2 videos yesterday. So, yeah. I set my alarm. It went off, and I just kept going past it. The alarm went off, and I just kept talking right past it. Whatever. But today, I got stuff to do this morning. I got to go pick up some other stuff that I'm still working on the studio today. So, I got 3 things I got to go pick up this morning. They're shelf unit looking things to help build shelves. So I got to pick those up. Then I got to run to Home Depot because these all things are going to go into the wall. They're going to be floating shelves. So I got my work cut out today. The dog calling the bitch ass. I know that's funny. So it's like I gotta put some floating shelves in the room. I got some monitors I'm gonna put in there. Then I still gotta work on the lights. Man, this is going to be a crazy day. Plus, I got to drive at some point and then come back and drop a live stream. But at least we got the video. We got the live stream out of the way. The first one. We got the East Coast live stream out of the way. I'll be back later with the West Coast live stream. In the meantime, you guys can check out some crazy videos on my channel, whatever. Have fun, laugh and shit. Share them on Facebook. Be like, ain't no fucking way. Y'all know how we get down over here, man. But I'm about to head out, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me this morning on live stream. We'll be back later. So make sure you tune. I don't know what time yet. So make sure you set your notification because the moment I start going online, I usually set about when I start my live stream, I'll set it 30 minutes into the future. Because if I set it like too early and a client calls, then I got to cancel the live stream. But I only set my live streams about 20, 30 minutes into the future. So as soon as I set it, you'll see it where it says Jeff is going live in 30 minutes. That way, you know, I ain't got no clients and I got time. We'll be back later on for the West Coast part of this live stream. You guys enjoy your morning. Make sure you get you some